All right, it's time. It's time. Hello, by the way. My name is Mike, and I'm about to do something that I haven't done in this long. I can't even remember. It's been this long. It's been a while. Today, I'm going to attempt to drive for Instacart. If we haven't met before, I've been doing this side hustle, this gig stuff since 2015. That's all I do here. I help you make money in different side hustles. And I'm always honest with you. There's one side hustle that it's like the bottom of my list. I am not a fan. It's being a grocery shopper. If it's shipped or if it's Instacart. I don't like either. But to vet it as an update here in 2022, is it as bad as I think it is? If I make like $12 to $15 an hour, that's pretty bad. If it's, let's say, 16 to 20, it's decent. If it's 20 to 25 plus, it's going to blow me away today. So put your guesses down below in the comments. How are we going to do? By the way, I'm driving in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is the afternoon, 1:40 p.m. on a Tuesday. All right, it's been 12 minutes or so, 13 minutes. No one panic, but I have gotten one request. I got one request. Here's what I've learned. It popped up, but it's obviously going to other drivers because it disappeared almost instantly. And here's the thing. I mean, I'm in central Pittsburgh and this thing was in Homestead. It would take me at least 15 minutes to get down there. It was at Costco. I think it was 5 items. I'm trying to remember if I took a screenshot for you. It wasn't even, here it is, $10.25, 5.4 miles for 3 items. 3 items sounds really good. But it didn't say the route. I could have clicked on it possibly, but I couldn't even click on it. The thing disappeared so quickly. 3 items sounds good, but I'm sitting here. It says looking for batches. Oh, so clearly when you're driving on any of these gig apps, I'll tell you, you should be getting requests, ideally instantaneously, but on a decent day, like every 1 to 3 minutes. If you're waiting 3 to 5 minutes, I mean, it's kind of slower than ideal. We want more choices so we can pick the best one for us, the best paying order. I got nothing though. So hang with me. As in like a second after I stopped filming that. So I got something here, folks. I took this one. So $12.95, one shop and deliver. It is 2.8 miles. It's 12 items. Okay, but it's Aldi. It's not a huge store. And I clicked on it and it showed this. So there is a route, which I like. Just gives me an idea of positioning, where am I going to end? And we see a breakdown here, $7.75 batch earnings plus $5.25 tip. And I see the items here. I feel like it's going to be pretty easy. But okay, now we have to head to store. We can see that here. It's shopping time, folks. My goodness, let's do it. All right, and shopping is done. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I've done Shipt and I've done one run a while ago with Instacart. I gotta tell you, I feel like it's the most pressure intensive side hustle. Not the most labor intensive, but the most pressure intensive, because it's like that old school supermarket sweep. Does anyone, that's like super old. Does anyone remember that supermarket sweep? You gotta like run through the store to find the right items on the list, basically. That's what it feels like. It's like you wanna go as fast as possible so you can be efficient, you can move on to your next order, you can get paid, faster is better, obviously. But that was Aldi. All right, I don't shop at Aldi. If it's a store that you're familiar with, then you know where things are laid out. So that's unknown number one. I'm like, all right, where's things even laid out? It's pretty simple. It's like the basics at Aldi. So it wasn't too bad. But you saw me shopping there. I mean, I'll show you right now. Here's some footage. Here's me going through the app, finding the items, and you click scan once you find the item. It's pretty simple, right? Now, it'll tell you if it's wrong, so check it out. Here's the paper towels I'm looking for. It's the wrong count, so it's not the right variant that we're looking for. It'll tell you, so don't worry about that. Other than that, I mean, you're kind of rushing for what, like $12. I'm like, I'm like coming down from it now. I'm like, whoo. And then Aldi, you need the quarter to use the cart. I don't know. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't have a quarter on me, so I asked an associate. It was very nice, spotted me the quarter. But you're trying to find stuff, you're checking items off the list, you're looping back because you missed an item in a certain aisle. Oh my goodness. And that was just 12 items. Just 12 items. Imagine if it was like 20, 25, 30 items. What if it's a batched order? Then you're managing 2 customers. You got to split a cart or get like another cart. Wonderful. So I'm 8 minutes now, 2.2 miles away from the customer. Let's do it. Let's do it. And order number 1 is complete. Just as you can see, I'll just show you here the screenshots. Following the customer's instructions, leaving them in the designated area. And I made a couple of trips, so it wasn't anything too bad. And then she did come out whenever I finalized the delivery. Didn't need a signature or anything. She was very nice, very appreciative. Shopping gigs, this is why I don't like shopping gigs. I'm fine with the ships, shop and deliver. I've said that, I've taken a few runs. I don't like shopping gigs because it adds an extra step. Clearly, the shopping, I mean, clear. So it's like $13 for whatever it was. It was a decent dollars to mile ratio. It's how much am I getting paid for the miles driven, but it's adding an additional step of shopping. It's like if you got a Wendy's order and they asked you to go behind the counter and make that Baconator, right? That's like basically it. It's adding that other step, and it takes time. So the dollars to mile that you see when you get these Instacart and ship requests, it doesn't tell the whole story because there's that step that takes time. Don't ever do this. Is exactly why you want to subscribe right now. If you haven't, don't. If I catch you doing this, look, move to the highlighted stores to find batches faster. We will notify you when you're in a good position to see batches. Now listen, we've heard of hot zones. We call them power strips on food delivery, areas that are really dense with the restaurants. Well, if I go to a hot zone, I'm going to get more. Don't ever. I don't want you to do this. Look, the fresh market, just 15 miles away to get a nice order. Or what about this Aldi? Not the Aldi that's just a couple of minutes away. How about the one that is 14 miles away to get it? Don't ever do this. I mean, your commuting should be 3 to 5 minutes from your current zone. If I want to get to a better zone, 3 to 5 minutes. Now, where I just ended, it was further away. So I commuted back into this busier zone. Maybe 8 minutes or so to get here. That's fine, because it was kind of more of a dead area where I was at, where I finished. Don't do this. I mean, 15, 14 miles away, you should never have to go this far away. And also, I saw this one. Don't be intrigued by like the flashy lights of pay. So look at this request here, $26.93, 3.2 miles. Well, Mike talks about the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? Is this not fantastic? It is if you're nearby to this shop and save in this example. But 2 things. Number 1, you should clearly see the commuting miles. So here's me, the blue dot. I got to drive to that shop and save before I even begin, and I'm going to finish in a very rural area. Don't see that $26 and think immediately like it's an auto accept. No. Now, secondly, look at the items. 58 items for shopping. So I just shopped for 12 items. It didn't take me that long. Like, no, it didn't. But 58 items, 75 units. So that just means there's multiples of a certain item. So if you're pulling an item a minute, it's going to take you an hour. Now, obviously, it's not going to take you a minute for every item. Okay, well, it's going to take you at least, 30 minutes? 40 minutes to shop for 58 items. It's good pay. If you're near that shop and save already, it might make sense. But if not, don't commute there. And then again, keep in mind what we just talked about, the extra step when it comes to time. Here's another one. All right. $12.18. We'll see if we can get something a little bit better. It is at the Target that's right by me, but the ending destination, it's going the complete opposite direction. So keep that in mind as well. That does matter, because if you're trying to finish up, like I'm just trying to do one more, if it's going to take me 20 minutes away from home, I mean, it's going to be 20 minutes, probably 30 minutes actually to get back in, to my home area here. All right, we did it. We found another one here. I wanted to try to mix it up here. We weren't able to do that. It's still an Aldi, but that's fine. So the payout here, really good. $12.03, dollars to mile ratio, very strong. 1.4 miles and 15 items. Pretty good on the items. All right, shopping done. And I will say I did fly through that pretty quickly, I feel like. Aldi, I don't know if they're all like this, comment down below, but it's just like one big square room and just the essentials, not like too much stuff either. So I got 10 minutes, 1.8 miles, which is, a big benefit of this run. And then we'll be all set. But yeah, the shopping experience on this one, pretty smooth. You ready to see the damage with me? First shift in a while on Instacart, and this is still making smart decisions. It's not like I accepted everything that came at me. I'm thinking we made some good calls, but all right, how's it come out with the pay here? So today's shift, 1:40 p.m. until 3:50 p.m., the gross revenue was $25.09. That's it's a gross revenue per hour of $11.56. Really, yeah, in recent memory, I'm thinking back like 6 months, 8 months, this has to be one of the worst shifts. I mean, 2 deliveries in that time, it's like a delivery an hour basically. Did receive 2 tips on those. An on par average tip with most other gig apps, $4.95. The business miles, I mean, if there's one takeaway, I guess it was the business miles, 8.3. So that's a payout per mile, technically very good at $3.02 paid out per mile. But I mean, you want both to be good. You want the dollars per mile to be good, and you want the earnings per hour to be good. But it's not like the pay per mile and low pay per hour. That's not a good thing. I mean, sure, we got paid $3 per mile, but I mean, we're wasting our time basically. We saw that with the earnings per hour. I mean, based on those miles, I get a tax deduction of $5.19. So we haven't done Shipt yet as a Shipt shopper. And yes, I'm sure I'll try to take some more Instacart full service shopper runs just to be sure, of course. But if you want to convince me that the shopping apps are worth it, comment down below. If you agree with me that they're not worth it, comment down below. We'll kind of see the thoughts down there below in the comment section. But hey, if you got value, if you appreciate me going out there and doing this shift for you, you can drop a like on this video. It does help out the video and the channel. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.